Well, hello, everybody. It's Guns Magazine editor Brent Wheat, and we're coming to you live from the 2024 SHOT Show. And the reason we're having this series of videos is we get to meet everybody in the gun industry and talk about the cool new products. And let me tell you, I wish the camera had been rolling just a second before, because I'm with, Brad Smith from HiViz, and they handed me a product that we see a lot of new product, and I put the green gun up, and I looked at it, and I went, wow, that's crazy stuff. They're here to talk about their new sight that Brad helped develop. What's it called, Brad?
It's called the Fast Dot.
And it is crazy. It is a fiber optic sight. It's going to be hard to see on the camera. We'll try to get some photos or some video of this. But this thing's crazy. It's got some kind of magic voodoo or something. When you present your firearm and you bring it up, the front sight is a orange fiber optic, and then you have a rear fiber optic, and when you line the two up, you have a big green dot.
Yeah.
And it's just you're moving the gun around, and then when you're on perfect line, I'll let you have that.
Yep.
It turns into a green dot. So, okay, you use what, magic pixie dust or fairies or something?
Yep. Right. So this is really unique in the marketplace. This is really the idea was to bridge the gap between iron sights and a red dot. So this is a sight that's very intuitive to users to use. It gives you positive feedback when you align the sights. It's the only sight on the market that changes when you have it aligned.
Yeah.
So we basically have a front sight that's there just for quick reference to bring into alignment with the rear. And when you bring the front sight into alignment with the rear sight, you actually cover the front sight completely up. You don't want to see that red light pipe at all in the front. And when you cover it up, the rear sight goes from a black to a bright green circle. And the point of impact is right at the top of that green circle. The idea is also with just a single dot on the rear sight, it gives you the maximum visibility around the sight picture. Yeah. You don't have blades or anything covering it up. You don't have a frame of a red dot. It's just a green dot floating there in space.
Wow. Well, it's freaky when you put it up there, because you think, okay, it's a glowing orange dot out front, and then it hits, and then it's like, it's just mind-boggling. Truly, there's nothing like this on the market, I don't think.
No, there is not. Some people have done similar things, but nothing like this, where it goes from nothing to a green dot.
Yeah.
That's unique. It also has tritium in it, front and rear, so it will work as a night sight. And has same effect at night. It goes from, not seeing the rear to also a green dot pops.
Okay, now this is dangerous when I'm talking to an engineer. I'm going to ask him some technical stuff. And, of course, I failed all my math classes, and I did take mechanical drawing, but I am not an engineer by any stretch. That's why I had to take a job in the media. But tell us a little bit about, without getting too deep in the weeds, what does this work off? I assume some kind of polarizing something?
So, basically, it's just it's a 20 thou fiber optic that's coiled around the rear sight, and that fiber optic comes up to an aperture in the front of the sight, and then we just have a magnifying lens that is looking for that green fiber optic.
Yeah.
So when you're out of alignment, you can't see the fiber optic through the lens, and then when you align the sights, now you're looking through that lens at the fiber optic, and that's why it pops a green.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you worked on this product. What was the inspiration for it?
Yeah, so, we actually toyed around with this idea years ago. We have a shotgun sight that's called the Magna Comp and the Magna Hunter, which actually is for cross-eyed dominant people. Mm-hmm. So it uses a lens, and it uses a big green dot light pipe. And if you're looking at it with your right eye, you can see it. If you shift to your left eye, you won't see it. But we do that on shotguns, and we've done that for 20 years.
Yeah.
So we started toying around years ago with the idea of how to take that and put it on a handgun, but actually use it for the sighting.
Yeah.
And so we had to make it far more accurate to be able to, shoot a handgun with it as opposed to a shotgun sight. So we played around with this for a couple of years and finally dialed it in to where we want it.
Well, it is absolutely amazing. I didn't expect out of the gate. We're recording this Tuesday, first day of the SHOT Show, and first product I've handled, and they hand it to me, and it kind of blows me away. So what are the intended uses for it? General carry? I could see it really being effective in a training scenario when you're trying to teach new shooters how to make proper sight alignment.
So we've actually had a lot of firearms instructors shoot this at range day and before. We had a lot of people come to our facility and test shoot it at an indoor range. And a lot of the firearms instructors, they always talk about, equal light, equal height on iron sights.
Right.
Placing that front blade between the rear notch. And a lot of shooters struggle with that. They really can't do it. They can't do it quick. And so firearms instructors, when they've looked at this and they bring it up and that green light flashes, they're like, anybody can get that. And so they're really excited about it as a training device for beginner handgunners. So I think it's going to be highly effective for that. It is a large green dot. Now, we shot at range day with almost 500 people, and we had a 6-inch steel plate at 21 feet. And most of the shooters were able to shoot that steel plate with this sight. So we marketed it as a close quarter combat sight because it's not going to be pinpoint accurate at long range, but in that that 21 to 30 feet range, hitting a 8-inch plate is not that difficult for a good shooter.
Exactly. Minute a bad guy at across the room distances.
Exactly. Yeah. So
there's all sorts of different mounting systems. Most of them are dovetail. Does it have to be custom fitted, or talk about the mounting? Yeah,
so this, we're mounting on, standard dovetail. So right now, it's already been launched, and we have packaged product ready for Glock, basically all Glock 9mm and 40 cals, and that's on the standard Glocks and then the MOS Glocks. We have it for the SIG 320, the 365, Ruger Max 9, and I'm forgetting one other one. Pull the packaged product out here. Oh, yeah, Smith & Wesson M&P. Can't forget that. So this packaged product, it's already out there on the market.
And that's important because sometimes because of supply chain issues, folks bring stuff out of here at SHOT Show, and it's not available for 9 months or sometimes never. But this is ready to go, the Fast Dot ready, hopefully at your local retail. How much is the retail on these?
Yeah, MSRP is $175, and so, street price, retail price is going to be in the $120, $130 range more than likely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, the HiViz Fast Dot, I think it may be a game changer, and again, especially if you're teaching new shooters how to make proper sight alignment, I think that's going to be just the perfect way how to demonstrate doing that. So, Brad Smith, you're an engineer with HiViz, and HiViz is one of our great partners here at FMG, Guns Magazine, American Handgunner, American Cop. So, thanks for talking to us about this, and folks need to go check that out at their local firearms accessory retailer. And please check back early and often at all of our social media and online platforms because we've got more great stuff coming to you live from the 2024 SHOT Show. I'm Guns Magazine editor Brent Wheat.
Thanks.
Okay.